Good morning, dear students. Once again, we are here with our online classes. So the topic is for class 9th and the chapter is liquid pressure. Okay, pressure, thrust, pressure. Especially, we will discuss about pressure on liquid column, or if any liquid, water or any liquid is kept in any object or in any vessel, how much pressure will be there to find that. Okay. So, initially I have told you about this chapter, and the chapter name is pressure in fluids and atmospheric pressure actually. So, pressure in fluids and atmospheric pressure we have to discuss, but I have told you about what is thrust, what is the formula for the pressure. Pressure is equal to thrust upon area, the dependency of pressure on the thrust and on area. If area is more, what will be the pressure? As you all know, the area is more, pressure is less. And area is less, that means pressure is more. That much we have discussed, and one example also I have told you on the basis of bricks, and we have discussed about the units of the pressure also. So now we will discuss about pressure in liquids. So pressure in fluids. First of all, before we discuss about pressure in fluids, let us know what is fluid. I have written here a substance. This is all about fluid. A substance which can flow is called a fluid. Very easy definition. A substance which can flow. All liquids and gases are thus fluids, because liquids as well as gases, they also can flow. So solid cannot flow, solid cannot move their particles, so it is not a fluid. So liquid are what? Which can fluid. Gases also can flow, so they are fluid. Now we have to discuss about pressure in fluids. What is pressure in fluids? Just like solids exert pressure, liquids and gases also exerts pressure. But there is a different criteria in case of liquid and gases. Not in gases we are discussing here, we are discussing about fluids. Gases also will be there afterwards, but first of all we have to discuss about fluids. Now listen, a fluid contained in a vessel. Vessel means in any, you can say in any pot or in any closed object, okay. So a fluid contained in a vessel exerts pressure at all the points and in all the directions. If we are keeping the liquid in any vessel, like we have, you all use water bottle. We all use water bottle. So if liquid you have placed here, let us take the example of water. If water is placed inside the bottle, that means the water will exert pressure downward as well as on the walls also of the bottle. But this case is not there for solids. In solids, the pressure will be exerted on the surface only, but in liquids, liquid exerts pressure in all the directions of the walls of the vessel wherever it has been kept. In the tank, in water tanks, as you can see, the tank is filled with water. That means the pressure will be on the surface as well as on the walls of the tanks also. So that's why I have written here, a fluid contained in a vessel exerts pressure at all the points and in all the directions of the vessel. Okay. So this liquid will exert pressure here on the walls, and as well as at the bottom of the vessel. So we have to discuss about this, and very important topic we have to discuss here is pressure exerted by a liquid column. Now, what is the meaning of this? Let us see. This derivation is very important. It always comes in examination also, and with the help of this formula, we will solve so many questions or the numericals also. Now, pressure exerted by a liquid of density rho. Wherever you will get a liquid, there will be the density of the liquid. Like water is having density, oils they have the density. Sea water, they have density more than simple water, which we are using, because sea water is what? We have salt in that, okay. As we all know, it is very easy to swim in sea water as compared to the simple water. Why? Because the density of the sea water is more than the simple water, okay. So the pressure exerted by a liquid of density, I am just writing, okay. Let us assume the density of the water is rho. This is called rho. At a depth h, and the height which we are assuming is h. कितनी गहराई पे आपने पानी भरा हुआ है, that also means a lot. Okay, now so we are talking about gravitational acceleration. Gravitational acceleration, and that we all know is small g, and the value of small g is almost 10. We use 9.8 somewhere, and we use 10 also in the numericals. So we have to derive P is equal to h rho g. This derivation we have to do. So the pressure exerted by liquid column is P is equal to h rho g, where h is what, depth, or you can say the how much water is there, the height of that. Density will be the different for the different liquids, and acceleration due to gravity will be almost 9.8 or to 10. Okay, so this formula we have to derive. How it came, let us see. Now let us assume one liquid column, one beaker or one pot is there, and in this the liquid is filled. Let us assume one cylindrical shape inside the water. This, the height of this cylindrical shape is, let it be h. This is P, Q, R, S we will write. The density here of the liquid is rho. Height we have taken h. Now we have to find the pressure on the surface or the pressure on the base of this liquid. Okay, we will study here from your books also. Pressure exerted by a liquid column P is equal to h rho g. The pressure exerted by a liquid of density rho at a depth h is P is equal to h rho g. We have to prove. Now consider a vessel containing a liquid of density rho. I have written here. The liquid is stationary, it is not in movement. In order to calculate pressure at depth h, we have to find out the pressure at depth h. Consider a horizontal circular surface PQ. PQ is the horizontal circular surface we have assumed here. A depth of h below the free surface xy of the liquid. Now, pressure on surface PQ will be due to the weight of the liquid here. Pressure on the surface PQ will be because of the liquid inside the cylindrical shape vessel, you can see. Now, pressure means I have told you thrust upon area, and pressure will be just because of the thrust of the liquid. So what thrust will be there? So here the thrust exerted on the surface PQ. Thrust exerted on the surface PQ will be what? Thrust will be, thrust means weight, and weight means mass into gravity. I have told you W is equal to m into g by what? Second law of Newton. Okay, so thrust exerted on liquid PQ is equal to weight of the liquid, is equal to weight of the liquid. Okay, so weight of the liquid means, weight means W is equal to m into g, mass into gravitational acceleration. And to find mass, we don't have mass, okay, but we have density. One formula you should know: density is equal to mass upon volume. Density is equal to mass upon volume. So mass m is equal to density into volume, and this formula we will use here directly. In place of m, density into volume, density of the density of liquid or the fluid, volume of the fluid, with how much volume is there, or the vessel, into g. Density I have told you is rho, volume will be v into g. This is what about thrust. But for getting the volume, what we need to find? They say volume is equal to area into height. Volume is equal to rho into, volume means area of base into height, so area into height into g. This is what? Thrust. And you all know pressure P is equal to thrust upon area So thrust we have got is rho into A into H into G upon area. So area will be cancelled. So pressure we will got is P is equal to H rho G. Okay, pressure will be H rho G. This is simply the pressure exerted by the liquid on the surface PQ, which we have assumed inside the water. A cylindrical vessel we have assumed. Okay, but this is all about simply pressure by the help of what? Liquid, or by the weight of the liquid on whatever area it is working. But as we all know, the total pressure will be what? Because atmosphere also is having some pressure who is giving on the surface of the water. Atmospheric pressure comes from outside, and because of that also water is coming out, or water is feeling some pressure, some thrust is there. In that thrust, the pressure, atmospheric pressure also is being added. So the total pressure P we can write is P0 plus H rho G. In your books you will find P is equal to P0 plus H rho G, where P0 will be what? Atmospheric pressure. Okay. So please practice this derivation. If any doubt is there, please take the help of your books. Till then, we will come with more examples, with more questions. Thank you so much. See you soon.